intellectual.stopkillinggames.com. Last time I said I'm back on Twitter because the management changed, and with it the way they deal with suspensions. Previously they expected you to give them your phone number, and I wasn't willing to give them my phone number. Now they don't require that. They just, I don't know, they just have to require you to pay $8 to get a blue checkmark, so they don't really care, I guess. It's not that I paid, it's that something is clearly different now. So I'm back on Twitter, and man, I've been gone, I wasn't using it for 6 years, and first thing that I see once I log back in, it's, man, they weren't kidding. It's all rightist. Fucking, the first thing that pops up, is Steam. And the first thing that pops up is Donald Trump, Elon Musk's side parody account, which is, it's not that it makes fun of Elon Musk's, it just does more of what Elon Musk already does. Instinct. Snap. I'm being boxed in. It ended up being fine, so it's not that we're benefiting from these resources, it's that we've just lost resources. We're 1 health less and less ammo too. So this is where the... No, it's not where the archvile was, but anyway. Elon Musk's parody account that just parrots, more like than parodies, everything that original Elon Musk's account does. Christians, homophobes, transphobes, like, spent entire evening pruning that shit, and I don't think I've changed it much since the people that I decided to follow to get it changed are not that much less rightist either, so joke's on me. Snap. Wow, that went well. The cloud of probability. The bullets basically phased through him because the atoms aligned. Oh, there's the keycard for the thing. Disable local security lockdown, sure. So we're just gonna be jumping down here through... Oh no, we're supposed to jump through here down for the medkit, but I've already picked that up, so that's fine. It doesn't matter much. So yeah, hella rightist. They weren't kidding. And with the blue sky, the other platform that I was on, I guess I should get back there because it's just a few clicks away, and it's not that it didn't seem like it's getting much engagement anyway. I don't know if it's just a massive circle jerk where everyone just subscribed to one another over the slightest similarity in interest and just follow one another so that everyone else, so that everyone is fed one another's posts just as a sub for sub, just for a similar interest, like, if you know what I'm saying. Because it's not that the point is that you haven't, let's say me, I haven't subscribed to someone or followed somebody's account, so their posts will show up on my main page, but my posts are not necessary to show up on their page until they subscribe to me or follow me. So is the idea that they'll see a notification saying that I followed them, so they'll just follow me back for the courtesy, and that's how people just subscribe to 5,000 people and have 1,000 followers. That's how you build following, by just following everyone blindly and hoping someone does sub for you. I'm not really interested in that. I'm not a social person. Bob Thompson, is that new? It wasn't, was it? No, beers supply cabinet to 54 is 631. Alright, oh, chain gun finally. We haven't had that yet in this expansion. Why can I not pick up this box of ammo? I've got 30 in reserve and it goes to 540. What the fuck? Why? Hold on. We've got the grabber after all. How do I? Could you work? What the fuck? Hold on. No, but it did work, right? Because we used it against the plasma thing. Against the plasma thing, yeah, that's exactly what we used it against. For the plasma thing, and it worked, so is this not ammo? Why? What the... What a day. What a life, dude. You can't pick up ammo. Not allowed. Oh, now it works on the body. So if it works on the body now... No, it still doesn't work on the ammo. So we're going with that. Since we've got only 90 rounds, we can eliminate it quickly. Right, so we're going through here. Yeah, like I said, it requires a special key card to enter security station. But instead, they stored weapons and ammo in a locker outside, and some other person that's not security got there and shot up people. Stunning. Right, Blue Sky is massively leftist, and all they talk about is Orange Man bad. Meanwhile, Twitter is massively rightist, and all they talk about is, well, Orange Man good. And poor me in the middle, being too moderate for either, clearly. We're talking about Donald Dump and also Elon Felon Musk, otherwise known as Phony Stark. Let's see first what's going on in here. Security lockdown, unlock the lockdown.
Security lockdown has been cancelled.
Traverse.
For authorized personnel permitted.
Traverse service sublevels to reach access lab. Okay. So what did I open other than that? This, clearly only? Okay. Why is the security office have pipes running through it and also leaking pipes? For the spook factor, I guess. That's supplies. Do I actually go somewhere else? Maybe. Since this opened and there are supplies in there, let's take it. At worst. Oh no, that's the area transition. Through the storage closet, apparently. That's fine. Is this already dead? We already experienced creatures that don't have a head and yet they get up and try to kill you. Allegedly, well, presumably, it's zombie, so it's an undead, so it doesn't need the head. It's animated through black magic, not through actual need of a skull or a brain, specifically as evident by skeletons, which only have bones and nothing else. Open bay door. That will load us in only once we click the thing, but I will, so let's go. Underground Mars City service sub-level. The Mars City underground sub-levels consist of the needed infrastructure to support Mars City. The sub-levels also provide a connection between the multiple UAC's research facilities located on Mars. It's like the sewers connecting everything. So we're basically having sewer levels. It's also the sewers. A great way to... They're in the walls.
There should be a sentry bot station nearby if you need assistance.
We're already at the sentry bot section. Are we nearing the end? We're not carrying all the weapons yet. We don't have all the weapons yet. So this guy's not getting up. I can hear a zombie here somewhere, waiting to jump out. Yeah, like that. We'll find him eventually. I'm sure of that. So, Elon Musk, otherwise known as Phony Stark, and Donald Dump. What they're doing is pretty fucking hilarious, right? So, first off, oh, democracy and everything. Second, American democracy is electoral college. Ah, shit. How the fuck does that work? Was it not a zombie? Was it that guy? I still don't know what this guy's name is. Doom 3 doesn't have a codex like Doom Eternal and Doom 2016 remake, Doom 4. Stay vigilant though. Right. Yeah, there are zombies, just like I predicted. I actually wanted pistol. Pistol is not under 2, because melee is not under 1. Play it yourself now. Is there? Yeah, there's armor underneath the staircase. Where's the meds? We'll find them eventually. Some at least. Right. Yeah. There we go. Right, super turbo shotgun. That leads somewhere, I guess, maybe. So, clearly this is a door. What is this? Moximo 800? I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna go down through here. something or another, maybe. It's a bit dark. That looks like a zombie that will get up. Who'd have thought? So what they're doing, electoral college, democracy, you would expect to have your representatives be elected, but then I think understand that the president has some ability to elect or appoint, that's more appropriate term probably, appoint some people to do certain jobs, and so he called up his rich friend and gave him a job in the government, tasking him with, I don't know, just fucking saving money, lol. Even though his rich friend's business operates based on billion-dollar subsidies. So we're of course not gonna, well, you of course are not gonna get savings by cutting subsidies. Did I get him? The rich guy. You're gonna have to find... No, I didn't, and I wasted a lot of health now. It'll be fine, we'll find some resources and it'll be fine. Yeah, like these ones. We are of course not gonna cut billions in subsidies to one guy's business. We're instead gonna look for savings in firing national parks workers. It's comedy gold, man. It's ridiculous. So that's how this is going. And also, in addition to that, people are all for it, right? All for the government efficiency and getting the guy out of nowhere for no reason and giving him authority and like mandate to be able to do things. I think I heard footsteps. I guess I didn't. They can still jump out of the fucking wall, just spawn in. This is broken, so that's actually good. Meaning that this is a dead end that I can continue down a different path. So like I was saying, everyone's all for it. They're all cheering for the guy, like both of the guys, think they're super cool, great. And you know, remember when Phantom Menace came out and everyone was like, oh damn, they're talking about politics, where's the fun in that? That's boring, no one wants that. And also it's so unrealistic that the guy, maybe they didn't make that argument, it's so unrealistic that the guy just comes up and changes the republic into an empire and no one protests. This is how democracy dies, with thunderous applause were the specific words. I might be off by one cannot be. Activate, yeah, we want that right now? Yeah, sure. They look like spiders, but they sort of also behave like bats, totally, completely, by being hung up by, upside down, on some sort of a ceiling or a bar. Right, so we're going that way and it's gonna unlock the pathway, or am I supposed to find a thing? Are you gonna unlock it? Am I supposed to unlock it? Have I got the credentials? Was it me? Was it you? R2-D2, what are you doing? Talking about Star Wars. Also, we're in space. So there's that. So yeah, it's all about how guys just turn the fucking regular democratic country, other than the fact that the USA is a massive fucking third world country. Oh, am I? Suboptimal. I still don't know if the sentry is destructible or not. It better not be. The regular country is being turned into some sort of dictatorship, weirdo ass fucking step-by-step authoritarian dictatorship. I might be exaggerating, but only slightly, but it's not like the guy just called up some other guy and they're now free to do whatever, even though the guy is not even elected, right? And also, other than that, in Turkey there's a situation where it's old again as usual, and there's a situation where the guy decided to become a dictator outright because Turkey is funding something or another. Turkey is important for war effort in Ukraine, so they decide to just take over power completely, and he's not gonna be dethroned or impeached or removed, because otherwise he will remove support for Ukraine. So there's that. So Turkey can do it. Why not USA? USA can't be worse than some small country in Africa. We good? That was a bit of a late crouch. You got him? Good. Now, does that do anything? Probably not. Fortunately, we don't even need the health, because we picked up all the resources on our way. This is a hard mode, by the way, so I'm that much of a pro player. So Turkey, right? And then USA maybe next? Fingers crossed, right? Let's jump over this. Let's see if there are supplies there. And then worry about whether we can... I guess we can't. I guess we can't go back from there, so they just made it so that we can't even get in there. That's one way to do it. Invisible walls. Don't break immersion at all. So if there's anyone wondering... come on. No? Alright. Man, with those fucking karate moves, they're not using them against the player. I've never or did I? I never witnessed them. I don't remember them using those kicks and shit. Like, oh shit, revenants. I don't remember those creatures using those kicks against me, the player. They always use their whip arm. But they're trying to kick the drone, and they're doing high kicks for that too. Of course they do. Unfortunately for them, that's a high kick, high hitbox, something like that. I'm trying to compare it to fighting games, where there are high, lows, and mids. It's again a high, or at least mid, and we're both capable of defending by going low and avoiding the damage completely, or attack. Nice, I'm so good at this game. You're pretty good at this game too, maybe. AI, man. They're getting good at games. Look at Elon, I mean, right? It's also the funny game, so I'm gonna restrain myself from trying to comment on anything that might be going on in the world right now, because you don't know whether it's a joke or not. It's all a joke after all. It's gonna turn out, you know what I'm saying. It's ridiculous, it's what it is. It's a circus, maybe, it's not a joke. So, it's hardly believable how serious it can get. You go do the thing, I'm gonna check out the mails of somebody else. Oh, he's got a gun too. Oh, we don't have to help anymore. Alright, you keep going. Phil. No audio logs, that would cost money and take up space. Leslie Waters, supply cabinet access. New things. Senior technician Anders. After recent events, it was decided to limit access to all storage cabinets to senior level staff. The access code for the storage cabinet have also been reset. Access codes, right. At this point, the company is taking whatever steps are necessary to prevent another incident. Our hope is that these measures will be temporary. A complete inventory of supply cabinet 108 has been recorded. The access code has been reset to 847 in accordance with the new regulations. We are leaving it up to the senior staff to determine if any further incidents are severe enough to risk distribution of emergency supplies, like medkits. Not everyone should have access to healthcare, after all. How American. Roger Harris, Cabinet 108. Phil, I have not heard anything about a change to the cabinet access codes after what happened with Jenny last week. I wouldn't be surprised if corporate decided on yet another policy change. Let me ask around to get back to you. Phil, that's... Phil responding to Roger. So why is he saying Phil? How do you read these emails? Roger Harris. Roger. But we get the top brass information. How did we get that email? And Roger, one of the technicians down here, was trying to get something out of the supply cabinets and succeeded too, and said that their access code was no longer working. Oh, it's a different guy. When I had a chance, I went to check on it. Sure enough, the code for cabinet 102 doesn't work. If they are going to reprogram the access codes, it sure would be nice to know about it. I hate to think what might have happened if we had a real emergency, like needing that wrench real quick. Why are you locking the first aid kit? Are you packing morphine in there? Is that the problem? That shouldn't be in first aid. There should be like blood clotting agents, packing, bandages, stitches maybe, and then you rush them into the hospital section for morphine. What do I know? I'm just a centrist. I hate to think what might have happened if we had a real emergency, let alone repeat of what took place over by the security station. Could you do me a favor and try to find out what's going on? Technician Lin, can you believe this shit? They are going to try and cover this whole mess up. I mean, I know we had a lot to drink, but something was not right with Jenny. She just wasn't acting like herself. It all happened so fast. I can't believe she's gone. The way those guards reacted, it was like they had seen it before, and then they tried to act like it was all her fault. Stop resisting. There has to be some way to make things right. This right. We owe it to Jenny. Also, you know, I was expecting the text to talk about how they reacted robotically and so quickly, and they were so eager to shoot her. You know, that's what training is for, right? You train for the situation to quickly recognize it and then quickly deal with it. And the training consists of identifying targets and neutralizing targets. So of course they saw a guy with a gun, raised their gun, shot the guy. Woman in this case, based. But yeah, they were quick to act. Of course, they do practice for this. You would think that they would practice for this. Otherwise, what would happen if they didn't? Instead of Jenny being dead, 2 security guards might have been dead, or more people on top of that, or more people instead of security guards. So it's not better that she would have been able to shoot up people because she's a woman. To all service sub-level staff, as many of you have heard, Jen Lin is no longer with us, while there are numerous rumors going around regarding the event that took place November 6th, to assure that Union Aerospace is doing everything they can and full investigation does the way. I'm not sure if this section is not somewhere already in somebody else's email. Beers, I don't think I'm gonna read beers, because we've gone over this. Contrary to what you have heard, Technician Lin appeared to have broken into speculative emergency weapon supplies, like security was also killed. Additional information, yeah, fuck it. Jen and I are going to grab a few beers, yeah. Alright, so that's the data pad. More lore about one woman. Because that's what's most important, right? In gaming. Oh shit! Leave my drone alone! Women. It's probably not a woman. Do you think any women were turned into whatever this creature is? Because we saw Betruger cast a spell and turn one security guard into that. Alright. Chain gun. A health station. We're full. Yeah, so who would be interested, right? Who would think? Right, I guess the med station wasn't for us to top off because we got wounded up until this point. It's more like to top off after this bullshit. Sure. That's my excuse. That's my story, I'm sticking to it. Who wouldn't want to see the story of the Empire rising? And who would think the politics are boring? Look at what's going on actually really right now in USA. People complain, dude just getting his pal into office, doing this fucking bullshit, cancelling national parks and shit, and healthcare. They saw the prefix trans in research and decided to cancel that. And the issue is, for instance, transgenic mouse, where human genes are implanted into mice, to make them resemble people more, and have their biological reactions more resemble ours, so that they can study medicine and other things on mice rather than on humans, which is, better. You don't want to get people killed for no reason. Pinky? Man, it's absolutely like Dark Souls. As long as you've got another guy with you, everyone's prioritizing the other thing and you're free to not get fucking murked, have a lot of time to heal. No one's doing bullshit attacks on you that you have to try to dodge. And instead of trying to dodge them and waste time on not dealing damage, you deal damage. Talking about dealing damage, rocket launcher. 108, we had a passcode for that. What was it? I don't remember, let's pull it up. 847 was it? Let's try. 847? Yeah, it was. Armor. A lot of armor, but I don't need it. Let's try to get ourselves into trouble. Okay. And maybe we'll have an... We already have an excuse, okay? You've convinced me. These missiles are dealing more damage to me than to the enemy. Than to the enemy, maybe. There we go. Okay, I can't pick up more ammo again. There we go. Back to the thing there somewhere. And like the funny thing also about... also talking about. The funny thing about Star Wars and the Rise of Empire and how one guy can deal all this shit. Because this is one of the things that... How should I phrase this? It's like when you can't defeat them, join them. Because you try to do things right. For instance, knowing that you tried to impeach Trump and it didn't work. He's a convicted felon. And that didn't stop anyone from not only getting him admitted to the presidential race or something like that. As in racing, not as in species, right? He was allowed to be a candidate, is what I'm trying to say. Even though he's a convicted felon. And shit. And then he sued America, saying that Biden stole the election. And he lost 32 cases out of how many? 33? 32? Yeah, that happened. But he's a president again. So if you can't beat them, join them. Because clearly the legitimate way doesn't work. And this is also how there would be a reason. What's going on? Oh snap. It's the whole ass fucking Hell Knight. That's what they are. Drones. Oh no. Drone strike. I want to call in drone strike. Where's my drone? Did they destroy my drone? That was tight. That was too tight actually, obviously. Seeing that taken damage. Go on. Oh no, Revenant, that's not better. I need chain gun. Well, not really. I'll take missile launcher, I guess. I've got missiles. Got him? No, not really. Yeah, I'm about to kill myself. In Doom 3. And also in real life because of politics. No, not really. I'm gonna live in spite of you. Just to spite you. So you would see why... Let's try to put that away. Just in case. So we're looking for power again. Yes, the power generators that run on batteries. Ah, snap. Insufficient, whatever. Upstairs there was nothing. And we drained all the things. Well, yeah, it just logged off. Fantastic. So because of all those legitimate processes that didn't work, clearly you can just get to office, sit your ass down on the chair, and when the police comes, you can just say, no, I'm not going. I'm a president. I order you to leave. And there's that, and no one is gonna do anything. You're just gonna sit your ass on the chair and not leave, and police is gonna just look at one another, waiting for you to let them take you. And you won't let them take you. So it's just gonna be a stalemate, where you just sit, and that's that. And they're not getting you off the stage. Stunning. And that's the reason why someone would want to do away with the Republic and institute Empire, where the governments are smaller. They're more autocratic, actually, or authoritarian, where any governor has an absolute control over their planet, and they can just make decisions on their own, themselves, quickly, and without any legal checks or safeguards or long staged processes ensuring legality. You can just make decisions and things will happen instead of waiting for the entire Senate to vote for your planet's business. But that was never explored, not really. Help you? I probably won't. I need help. I'm usually at the receiving end. At least I should be. What's with that sound? What was that? That sounded like doors or something? Also, this situation, that happened like once in main game, and that's the part where it's spooky, which would, you know, feed into the fact that this is supposed to be a horror game and not just jump scares, but they're not really utilizing that. Also, that would play into the fact that it's never explained why the fuck weren't you possessed. Is it actually because of how long you've spent here and you actually have to be weakened first by all the creepy shit that the hell imposes on you gradually before you're fertile ground for possession, or like primed for possession, inoculated. There we go, some meds first, right? Hopefully these people don't get up. Let's make sure that there's not gonna be people to get up. Come on. Man, we really need a precise hitbox on a flashlight hit in an FPS. Where are we going? That looks like more supplies, so maybe let's hang around here. No, I can't just pick it up. I'm full on this, right, so we're going with that then. Right, let's get that closer for later. Shards, same. Oh, we're taking power from here, I see. So we should eliminate all the other options. And also, talking about Star Wars, I wanna close off for today by talking about Pokemon cards, of course, and the PTCGL client. And what I want to say is that, remember in KOTOR, I think I played it once on screen, at least, for one reason or another. In KOTOR you can play Pazak, so that's like a blackjack, is it? Whatever. You have to get 20 in different numbers of, well, with cards that have different values on them. If you go over, maybe you've got your own cards that you brought that reduce the sum. Alright. So I guess we have to take the battery. Then reduce the sum, or some that add to the sum that you already have. And from there, it goes pretty quickly, right? There are no flashy animations. There isn't much to do. You can just click next, click your things, and they appear in the playing field. Granted, there isn't much going on in Pazak. But you can make the game sort of fast-paced for yourself. Unlike Pokemon cards, actually, online, digitally, where they wanted to flash it out for the kids or something, and all the animations take so long. Also, it's a bad client. Everyone's complaining. There is issue with loading assets. There is issue sometimes with connections, with whether the game breaks or not. Displaying things, selecting specific cards. They recently did away with animations. Well, they made it so that you can click things to get them moving rather than drag them. Click on one thing and then click on the target thing, and that will move things around instead of just dragging them with the mouse as if it's a touch screen. And that's an option. Oh, that's where it goes. Am I hearing revenants too? No, just more cacodemons. Where are the stairs? Here. I think they're holding the door open now by proximity. Funny. Funny because they can't squeeze through. I did say there is a revenant. Fucking can't. Right. We're low, but we will probably make it. All we need to do is not suck. Typical gaming challenge, not suck at the game challenge. Or we could just run back and maybe... It's an artifact too. That's the problem. And I don't like it. I don't like that the animations take so long, even though now you can click energies from your hand onto the card that you want to attach them to. There is no animation, so you can easily lose track of whether it actually happened or not. Oh, fuck. And that's sped things up a little bit, but everything else still takes a while. You can't do... I hate this shotgun, it's too slow. Everything else takes long time to get into effect because they need prettifying animations. They help keep track of it. They help keep track of things, but that's not to say that they need to take this long. There should be option of game speed somewhere, and how would that be? How would that work with other people having their game in lower speed? Well, maybe there would be a dialogue box asking you, the opponent is playing the game quickly, would you like to set your game speed to fast too? And maybe that could have been an option, but that would require coding, and they are not doing that really. So, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully we will see each other in something I play for free. In the meantime, of course, interact with this video and every other video on my channel, preferably by watching and sharing it with your friends. Check out the RGB rave around the like and subscribe button, and if you don't like the content, it's entirely your fault. Use main service lift to reach access labs. Alright, so progress in levels, sure.